What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Gmagzilla here, and I'm just gonna jump right into this video, man. So I actually did get invited to play the new game from Ubisoft, Xdefiant, and it was a crossover test, pre-alpha test, and I did I registered to play the game, and I did find out from email that they say, hey, you can download the game. All right, cool. Downloaded it, and I will say this, it was very clear on the rules. I definitely could not capture any of my gameplay. I couldn't even stream anything like that, which is understandable. It's pre-alpha build, so they were very clear about that. But they did say that I could talk about my thoughts and impressions on the game, which is what I'm doing here. This gameplay, however, is obviously, I'm not breaking any rules. This is not my gameplay. This is some gameplay that I did find that was, I would say, close to the gameplay over the weekend, but it is out there for anybody to see. So that way I want to make sure I'm not breaking any rules, things like that, things of that nature. I will put the link to this actual video in the description. You can check it out. Anyone that has internet can check this video out. So now, that being said, my impressions of Xdefiant. Like I said, I played this over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I put a good bit of time in the game, and I really didn't know what I was going to be getting into. I've seen YouTube videos on the game, seen some gameplay footage, here and there, and that's really about it. I also heard some rumors that Xdefiant is going to be the COD killer. It's going to be the next COD killer game. And while I'm not a huge COD player, I've played COD. I played multiplayer. I played Battlefield 2042, similar games like that. And I kind of see how those rumors came to be. Like, I kind of see how people are really calling it the COD killer. Number one, for my impressions, guys, I'm just talking from my experience, I really thought it was going to be more arcadey-like. I know that's not a real word. I'm just saying, like, from the gameplay I looked at, it kind of felt like it was going to be like an Apex game, or a game kind of like Apex, real arcadey type. You know what I mean? Kind of cartoony, kind of, the weapons. I thought the weapons would be kind of like make-believe, sort of. Just looking at the gameplay I saw on YouTube, that's how it looked to me. I'm like, man, it's going to be like an Apex type. Not the case, guys, and that's what I was really impressed. I was impressed by the gunplay. The guns were actually real guns that you would find in Call of Duty, Battlefield 2042, games like that. They had weapons from the main classes that you would say, you can choose from the LMGs, assault, SMG, sniper, marksmanship. You get the hint, you get the idea. They had M4A1s. I played with AK-47s. I played with MP5s. SVDs, marksman rifles. I mean, the list just kind of goes on. And I mean, guys, man, I had a freaking blast playing the game over this weekend. So much fun with the gunplay, man. It was just, I had a really fun time because of the gunplay. I mean, mainly. Now, with the attachments as well, again, I really didn't know how in-depth or how detailed the attachments would be as well. As you can see now from this gameplay right here, you can kind of see the attachments. You could change out they had 7, 8 different sights. They had like 10, 15 different underbarrels. You had, I mean, a plethora of attachments that actually made a difference in the performance of the gun, and you could see how they would perform before you choose it, kind of like you do with COD or Battlefield 2042. You put a silencer on the weapon, you put like a long barrel, and then you kind of see the stats of it. How is it going to perform? Is it going to perform good, bad, to your likings? And I really enjoyed that. I really love doing that. I found a pretty good loadout for myself that I was getting multiple kills, and I was getting kill streaks, and I was just when you get kill streaks, just like any other game, dude, it's like an adrenaline rush. It's kind of like I wanted to get more and more and more kill streaks, and I did not want to stop playing this game. I did not want to put the game down. So the gunplay, awesome. Yeah, it's pre-alpha, so of course it's not going to be, you know, as it's going to be when the game releases. But I got a really good idea. If it's going to be as good as how I played it, then yeah, sign me up. You know what I'm saying, fam? Sign me up. You know what I mean, guys? So, all right, now the really fun thing I want to talk about. I'm so glad they let you talk about it. Of course I would have liked to show some impressions and show my gameplay personally, but I'm gonna just talk about it, guys. The factions. If you're a big Ubisoft guy, like, you know, or played a bunch of Ubisoft games, Far Cry, or Far Cry 6, Splinter Cell, Watch Dogs 2, there's certain things that are going to be very familiar, and it was almost nostalgic. The maps themselves, I recognize some of the maps, or the areas in the maps, from a lot of these other games. Like, I remember seeing, from Division 2, the opening scene in Division 2, I'll just say it like that, I recognize that one scene, when you first start Division 2. I was able to recognize, like, some scenes from Far Cry 6 in the game, Far Cry 6. So, really cool. Now, the really, really cool thing that I'm excited about is the factions. From what I understand, there's going to be 5 factions at launch. There was only 4 factions at the time of the test, which was still pretty good to me. I got a chance to test out the factions, and that was really exciting to me. So you can actually choose, like I chose, for example, the Splinter Cell faction. Can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry, guys, and I really can't. Of course, I can't show you, but there's a Splinter Cell faction. So you get to choose. I mean, you don't play Sam Fisher, but your fighter is of the Splinter Cell faction. And what's really cool is some of the abilities. Like, you can actually use the Splinter Cell suit fighter or enemy fighter locations on the minimap for a small duration that were close to you. So kind of tactfully, right? Like, you can kind of see what enemies was next to you, how close they are. It would have pinged them on the minimap, and I got a bunch of kills that way. So every fighter has a special, and what was really cool about the Splinter Cell faction special, and you guys might have seen it maybe in this video, I'm not really sure, but once I racked up a bunch of kills and I was able to unlock this special, dude, it was freaking awesome. The Splinter Cell fighter puts down those green night vision goggles, and it freaking outlines every enemy fighter on the map in your vision. Behind walls, it outlined them in red. Behind walls, behind cover, you get to see the enemy for about 10 seconds, and the only weapon you can use is the pistol, but it's one shot, right? So just imagine you going through this map. You can see the enemy. They don't know that you can see them, and one shot, one kill. I mean, that was freaking fantastic. You know what I'm saying, guys? I had a blast. Some of the other factions I played with was from the Far Cry 6 faction. Now, those fighters' abilities, you know, they had to do with, like, health and more health. You can also heal the team and things like that. Another really cool faction I played, with was which one was it? No, from the Watch Dogs, DedSec faction. Really cool. You can actually hack. You can hack, of course, the Watch Dogs, right? So you can kind of hack the enemy tools and use them against their own selves. A really cool robot gadget that would go out, attach itself to enemies and disrupt them, and then you can actually go ahead and kill them easier. What's really cool too, whichever faction you choose, I thought this was really awesome. Whichever faction you choose, it will actually, you will actually hear the commentary in your headset from recognizable characters from that faction. That's the best way I can say it. For example, like with the DedSec faction, you kind of hear that that DedSec hacker guy in your ear saying, "Hey, good kill," or "You got the revenge kill," or, you know, 5 seconds left. It sounded really awesome. Same thing with like the Far Cry 6 faction. Then the commentary I heard was from, I can't remember his name, that old guy. The old guy when you played Far Cry 6. I can't remember. I think it was her uncle or granddad or something like that. But anyway, that just added to the excitement. That just kind of added to the game, man. And you know, that, I mean, I just, like I said, man, I just had a lot of time to spend on the game. I had a freaking blast, man. It was so fun playing with all the different weapons, playing as all these different characters, and getting that nostalgic feeling. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I finished over this weekend, dude, I felt like re-downloading Splinter Cell and playing Splinter Cell. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I almost re-downloaded Far Cry 6. I really feel like playing all these games, man. You know what I mean, guys? That's just how much fun I had, man. And like I said, I'm not a Call of Duty. I'm not the biggest Call of Duty player, right? But I will say, it seems like they are definitely making some moves towards being very competitive in that market. I got a feeling I was playing a game like Apex plus Call of Duty plus Battlefield, right? It really fast-paced, arcade-like almost, but still tactful. It was, when they say crossover, I think they really mean crossover. This is gonna be huge, man. So shout out to Ubisoft, man. I appreciate them for letting me play this game and just let me try it out. I will be posting my feedback on their official Discord, hopefully today, some point today or tomorrow, just to put my feedback and just show my appreciation, man. But yeah, that's the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you don't mind, give the video a thumbs up, and also in the comment section, let me know if you got to try this out, or even if you didn't, and let me know your impressions as well. And see you guys on the next video. Peace.